Oh, me? Oh, yeah! Welcome to a very special Thanksgiving week edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this road than the next here. Come to Goblins Under the Stairs here. You got Soul Rack the Destroyer here, ready to slash and bash your Sunday night away with my very epic and my very handsome and slightly full and chunky from a very yummy Thanksgiving week crew of slashers here. We got Wilmore Chattington taking a very nice, delicious sip of his warm cocoa. You got Bang the Man, who looks slightly chilly over there with his little arms. And of course, the greatest goddamn D&D DM on the land here, it's Nick Gonzalez. Take it away, Nick.
Thank you, Soulrack Destroyer, and welcome everyone to tonight's edition of Goblins Under the Stairs, night 76. Excited to be back with everyone after a little bit of a break, a little bit of a hiatus, Thanksgiving break. I hope everyone had a nice one. With that said, it's time for us to do some killing, because, I mean, that's what Thanksgiving's all about, right? So, all right, and I mean, Groundhog, especially the Hill Giants, are all about gorging and feasting, so, goes right hand in hand with Thanksgiving, so wasn't even planning that, but it just...
Are they native to the land?
You know what? I think they came here on a boat and they just started killing people and just they're like, this is ours now. This is ours.
Give it blankets.
It's terrible, but there's turkey, so it's all good. But let's do a quick little recap, refresh ourselves of what happened the last time we were all together. Last time we were together, the Wrecking Crew, they finished up some shopping in Everland, made their way back to the airship, and began their travels down to Groundhog, the den of the Hill Giants. And early in that evening, you guys all were kind of just gazing off into the sunset and enjoying a little bit of peace and tranquility when Soulrack heard some buzzing coming off to the side, noticed this strange bat mosquito-like creatures come flying kind of sporadically and crazily towards you guys, slashed them down real quickly, and noticed that one of them had this like amoeba patch attached to its body, and as Wilmore went to pick it up and toss it off the ship, it telepathically communicated to him, telling him to put it inside his bag of holding and to hold on to it for a little bit. And so Wilmore obliged to that, and the rest of the crew was like, that's probably not the best idea. And Wilmore's like, yeah, you're probably right. So you guys got rid of that shit real quick and went on your rest of your travels. The next day was very uneventful. You guys did not run into anything that was noteworthy. You guys did a little bit of a small task around the ship. Fang grinding down some silver so you could have some silver powder. Wilmore doing one of his seances and learning a new spell within Fillmore's skull, and Soulrack just kind of dreamed about men, the men that would help him with Daggerford and whatever other men that he'd be into. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But the next day, you guys all made it to Groundhog.
He's a warrior man, not that sexy man. This dream.
I mean, they're one and the same. But
what's wrong with that?
You guys landed about an hour's travel, 2 to 3 miles from Groundhog, and made your trek into there, going down this dirt path and by the riverside and some wooded lands. And after approaching rather stealthily, you guys saw this big den, kind of a dam that straddles the river that is Groundhog, and you guys recognized it from the pictures that Crowan the mage showed you all. And you guys investigated a little bit, saw that there were some orcs camped out in some tents down in the south part of the base of the whole den, with a bunch of sheep inside of some fences and caged in there. And Fang and Wilmore flew up to the sky real quick, landed on the roof, and saw on the other side of the building there was actually a watchtower with 4 hobgoblins in it and a gong hanging from the ceiling. Wilmore, knowing that's probably some sort of alert system, security system for them, began running over there stealthily as he could, causing a little bit of attention to him as he snapped part of the thatch roof and dashed as quickly as he possibly could over to the edge of the roof, throwing a silent spell over the whole entirety of the top of the tower right before the one hobgoblin who spotted him could get over to it and bang the gong and alert all of Groundhog. And sent a message over to Fang real quick to get his ass over here with Soulrack and to take care of these hobgoblins. So Fang smacked Cuomo in the ass, got to the air. Soulrack, seeing that, hopped on his griffin and began flying to the sky as well. And begin bolting right in the direction of these hobgoblins in this tower. And with that, let's roll initiative, guys.
Woo!
Let's do it.
So as you can see here, you guys are... Fang has made it a little bit closer to the tower since he began flying with Cuomo a bit earlier than Solrak and his Griffin. Wilmore is right on the edge of the roof with Sanity, and yes, Solrak and his Griffin, and Brutus on Solrak's shoulders. I think that's how you described it, right? You just kind of throw him up on your shoulders?
Yeah.
You guys are a little bit further back on the roof because, you know, you're trying to make that journey over there immediately. So looks like we got some initiatives rolled. We got Brutus up first with a 23. Solrak, what do you and Brutus do? Because you're immediately after him, which means you have your Griffin immediately after you as well.
Okay. And this, where we're at, is accurate?
Yes, I would say, because like I was just describing, it's like you flew off a little bit further behind Fang and Cuomo, so you'd be just a little bit behind. And of course, they were all ready to get in there and start attacking. So, yep.
Okay.
Shouldn't be on Wilmore right now. Let me get that around. There we go.
All right, so...
But of course, you can take your Griffin and fly immediately first.
Yeah. We're gonna fly on over. Sorry, I should have seen how much I can fly. I believe I can make it to them.
Yes, I mean with his dash action, absolutely, because he can do an 80 feet of flying speed, which 80 feet would take you right there.
I'm gonna try. Literally, I'm gonna dash at him. And let me ask you this: can I try to like dash and literally hit one of them, like
with the Griffin? He doesn't have that kind of ability to do that, so I'm gonna say no. You don't actually need to dash though. You can just use your full movement and you can do the multi-attack then. Okay. Also, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
At least at that closest one, that is.
Yeah. And so then I would attack it with the Griffin or with Brutus.
With the Griffin. I'd say Brutus.
Okay.
Brutus's turn is kind of a wash this turn, essentially.
Perfect. Down. Okay, yeah, so then with the Griffin, I will do... I'm going to hit this motherfucker with my claws.
The claw. Go for it. Get flying in there. He sees his guard's Griffin. He just ducks under the railing real quick. 10 misses.
But I get one more, right?
You do.
Yeah, buddy. And claw again! Damn it, that was almost a fucking good one. 11.
And he, after your Griffin lands on that platform there, it goes to kick at him again, scratch at him again, and the Hobgoblin just bounces out of the way of that one as well. But you are now, right on this deck if you'd like to.
Yes, I is.
All right.
And it's Sorlak's turn, right?
Absolutely, go for it.
So note, I am standing on my Griffin, and I'm going to jump off it with my One Slayer.
Okay.
And strike at this motherfucker.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Very cool fashion. Everybody. 14.
Ooh, 14 will just hit.
Woo! Thank you, Jesus. That is 10.
Very nice.
I'm gonna hit him again, brother.
As you jump off the Griffin, you slash down at him once, cutting through his armor. If he could scream or he looks like he's screaming in pain, but this whole area is silenced. 13 damage, very nice. 19 though, which I believe is a crit with this weapon. It's not with that one. But actually, is it? Or does it do extra damage? I think it might do extra damage.
Oh, when you roll a 20. Never mind.
Okay.
You do an extra 2d6.
Cool. But yeah, you land down, slash up again, hit right underneath his chin. His blood just sprays out in your direction. You still have a bonus action.
Dead? Or is he still
No,
alive?
he's still alive.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take him out with Demon Sword now. Here.
Go for it.
17.
That one will hit.
Yep.
It's 14 damage.
14. Yeah, buddy.
He is looking extremely weak as your flaming sword slashes down at him on the opposite side now. You can see just massive gash going across him, but he's holding his quarterstaff up. And you see he's got like this. He's just kind of like bouncing around, looking pretty weak right now. But he looks like he's got this rage in his eyes, ready to attack back at you.
Can I use my action surge?
If you want to. Yeah, well, we'll
Yeah,
remind
buddy.
you can do that now, but you get it once a long rest, and you got more people inside.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Oh yeah, totally your call, but I'm just don't blow your wad, bro.
I'm going to hit him again with my One Slayer.
All right, so you are action surgeon then. Go for it.
16 with 9 slashing damage.
And with that one, you cut right across his throat, and that blood once again spurts out all over your face and your furs, and he falls down to his knees with his quarterstaff in his hand, and he slides down to the ground lifeless.
Yeah! And now I'm going to run over to this one. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay,
I'm going to take my other hit.
go for it. You slide underneath the gong, run over to that guy, and come up. One Slayer.
30-20.
You slash into
slash.
him. Nice. Another 13 damage. All right. And that will be your turn. Okay, so we got, let's see, boom, boom, boom. Why doesn't have the little thing anymore? That's interesting. It it had him next, right? The Hobgoblin, but then no, there's a button on the combat tracker I can use to find the token that's up next, and it's now just an add token button, which is strange.
I see that there's question marks above the
there
rolled
should-
initiative, so I wonder if that.
That should be there. Interesting. Oh,
Yeah, it says find on our side.
yes, that's the button I should have.
Yeah.
That's weird. All right. Okay. So this
Doesn't
one in
work
front of
on
you,
your
Solrak.
characters, though, which is weird.
Yeah, that makes sense though. I feel like, let's see. Solrak, he backs away from you. Some fear in his eyes, and he comes running on up to the edge of the platform here. You can take an opportunity attack if you'd like.
I sure will. With One Slayer. Damn it.
Yep, that will miss. And he just dodges under you as he runs away from you. And he's got his quarterstaff up, and he points it up in the direction of Fang, flying up in the sky. Rolls a 13. As you see, this crackling energy starts sparking from the top of his quarterstaff and shoots out in your direction. And you and Cuomo are able to dodge out of the way of that. But once again, after you dodge out of the way of that one, you see another one coming up, and this one just kind of poofs up all over the place around him. A little bit of a mishap. Does 3 points of damage to himself as this explosion just kind of, yeah, natural one there. Kind of fucks up what he was trying to do. But this one, God, this is really annoying that this button's gone right now. I don't know why it's doing this, but
I'm gonna refresh and maybe it'll won't.
I'm gonna refresh real quick. Let's see if that helps. But we got the one on the north side of you, Solrak, who's up now. He's going to run on down to you.